Greetings and welcome to another Pokemon 2019 anime episode review. This time I'm talking about episode 17, so let's get to it. Episode 17 begins with Ash and Go having a mock battle between Pikachu and Scorbunny. After a clash of moves between them, Go's Darmanitan approaches Scorbunny to ask it to use a fire-type move. From the preview, I assumed that this would be the cause of Scorbunny's quest to learn a fire-type move. So Scorbunny does not know any fire-type moves, but it still decides to try since Darmanitan was asking in a way that indicated it thought Scorbunny couldn't do it. Scorbunny was visibly angered by this demand, which is expected since Scorbunny has been shown to hate losing. I love that Scorbunny's like, okay bro, give me some space. I'll show you what I've got. Then Scorbunny spits out a tiny fireball that can't really be called a move. Goes Darmanitan laughs and then mocks Scorbunny, which leaves poor Scorbunny devastated. Scorbunny then continuously tries to use Ember to no avail, spitting small fireball after small fireball, with Ash and Pikachu trying to help it. Gold tells Scorbunny that it doesn't have to try so hard, and Darmanitan is like, guess that's all you're worth. Darmanitan then walks away. Scorbunny also begins to walk away, but Gold calls out to it and says that Scorbunny's double kick and quick attack have gotten very strong and that it does not matter if Scorbunny knows a fire type move or not. Scorbunny makes a big pouty face before walking away like just you wait, I'll show you. Scorbunny turns to see that Darmanitan is still there ready to mock it one last time and Scorbunny runs after it, frustrated. Ash and Go eat breakfast. Ash tries to convince Koharu to go with them to look for Pokemon. Koharu refuses, but Ash is persistent, and I did see some hesitation in Koharu. After this in episode 11, I feel that Koharu might travel with Ash and Go in the future. So while they were eating breakfast, Scorbunny was off on its own trying to use Ember. In frustration, Scorbunny starts dragging its feet on the ground. The friction generated extra heat, which allowed Scorbunny to spit out a bigger fireball than before. This gave Scorbunny hope. Ash and Go leave without Scorbunny since they couldn't find it, and they begin looking all over town for Pokemon. Scorbunny catches up to them, eager to show the results of his effort, but Scorbunny is ignored as Ash and Go continue searching for Pokemon. The search bears no fruit, so Go and Scorbunny sit on a bench at the park. Go looks at his phone to see what Pokemon are in the area while Scorbunny tries to get his attention. Scorbunny then notices a Pelipper behind him, and it tries to warn Go, who still refuses to pay attention. Go finally turns to see the Pelipper, and he screams in his surprise, which causes the Pelipper to fly away. Meanwhile, Scorbunny tried to use Ember, which once again fails horribly, leaving both of them dumbfounded. The Pelipper seemed to be carrying something big in its beak. The episode then cuts to James, who is seen carrying a package. James goes inside of a phone booth and he punches a code in which opens a secret door below him. I guess someone watched Get Smart. It seems that Team Rocket will be the source of all the pop culture references. The secret passage takes James to a secret base, as expected, where Jessie and Meowth were waiting. There's an interesting Easter egg here in the newspaper Jessie was reading. There's a picture of Ina's kitchen, Malo's family restaurant in the Sun and Moon series. So it turns out the package James was carrying contained limited edition Seabreeze flavor potato chips, which they all proceed to devour in record time. Team Rocket then play Nasty Plot Shiritori, or Word Game, while Pokemon Shiritori, the current ending theme for Pokemon 2019, plays in the background. Meanwhile, Go and Scorbunny were following after Pelipper and they stumble upon the phone booth. They head inside and they accidentally trigger the mechanism which leads to them falling on Team Rocket, who are brought up to the surface by the very same mechanism. Team Rocket screams, it's the Brat Boy Mark II, lol. Team Rocket call for their gacha machine and Pelipper shows up. Turns out the big thing Pelipper was carrying in its beak was the gacha machine. Ash shows up out of nowhere with perfect timing to join the battle. Team Rocket get a Poliwrath and a Shootle from the machine. This Shootle is the same one that appeared in episode 13, which Team Rocket seemingly caught back then, but I guess they sent it to be included in the gacha Pokemon pool. The battle begins with Pikachu attacking Poliwrath and Shootle attacking Scorbunny. Shootle uses Water Gun, which looks more like a Hydro Pump, and Go tells Scorbunny to dodge and use Double Kick. Scorbunny stubbornly tries to use Ember instead. Ember fails, of course, and Scorbunny gets hit bad with Water Gun. Pikachu uses Thunderbolt to send Team Rocket flying. Go then asks Scorbunny the reason for its disobedience. And Scorbunny is like, I can do it, see? See? Go tries to reason with Scorbunny, telling it that it does not have to work so hard, that there is no point in trying to do something you can't do. But Scorbunny refuses to listen and it keeps trying. Go keeps telling Scorbunny to stop and Scorbunny kicks Go in frustration. Go says, fine, have it your way, and Scorbunny is hurt, so it runs away in tears. Ash convinces Go to chase after Scorbunny. He convinces Go to not give up on trying to understand Scorbunny, to not give up on trying to battle adequately with it, and so they both follow after Scorbunny. They find Scorbunny at a park. Scorbunny throws a tantrum in frustration, which leads to Scorbunny slipping on a rock. It falls down, and then said rock falls on its head. Scorbunny once again generates heat with its feet, but this time it kicks the rock, which ignites it and launches it forward. At this point, I was like, wait, was that Pyro Ball? It definitely looks like Pyro Ball, but Scorbunny can't learn Pyro Ball. Only Cinderace can. Go realizes that there's potential here, so he approaches Scorbunny, who runs away from Go. Scorbunny keeps running and it ends up bumping into Team Rocket again. Go finds Scorbunny and he assures it that there is a fire-type move it can use and that they will win this time. Scorbunny battles Shootle again, but evenly this time. And Shootle is a funny Pokemon that battles in a very quirky way. So Go tells Scorbunny to use Quick Attack while remaining in place, which is what Scorbunny had already done twice, unconsciously. As with the previous time, the friction generates heat, but this time, a lot more heat was generated. Go then tells Scorbunny to kick the same rock as before, which Go picked up earlier. The result is essentially Pyro Ball, which collides with Shootle's water gun. Go exclaims, "This is our Ember," and I'm like, no, that's totally Pyro Ball and it's illegal. But I guess it's more of an improvised, unique way of using a move, like Ash's Rowlet using Seed Bomb by spitting out an Everstone. The excitement of finally using a Fire-type move leads to Scorbunny evolving into Raboot. Go calls out for, Ember, and Raboot sends Team Rocket flying, for good this time. I like how Shuto received the attack, like it tried to take it. Shuto will make for a great goalkeeper. Go is very happy with his new Raboot and he tries to high-five it as usual, but Raboot ignores Go and it simply walks away. Now that's the episode, but I do want to provide my thoughts on Scorbunny's evolution. The first thing that I want to say is that I was wrong. In my video on the preview, I said that I thought Scorbunny will not evolve. I was very certain that this would be the case, and I provided several reasons why. I will leave a link to that video in the description below and at the end of the video so that you can check it out for yourself. I was so confident in my conclusion that I would have bet money on it. But I was wrong. Scorbunny evolved and it honestly surprised me. It just felt wrong. Like it wasn't meant to be. I was right on one thing though. I said that Scorbunny's personality would not translate well into Raboot. My solution was that Scorbunny will not evolve. What we got instead is that Scorbunny did evolve, but its personality changed, as seen by its cold behavior towards Go. The silly, endearing, caring Scorbunny we knew is gone now, and I will very much miss it. Maybe some of that will return in the future once Raboot warms up to Go again, but for now we will have to see Raboot being distant. It's like Ash and Charizard all over again. It was when Charmander evolved into Charmeleon that it started to act cold and distant with Ash. Though Charmeleon did not listen to Ash at all, while Raboot seemed to at least do what Go tells it, meaning that it might not be as bad as with Ash's Charmeleon slash Charizard. But only time will tell. Overall, I am not a fan of Scorbunny evolving at all. What I am a fan of, however, is the preview for the next episode, episode 18. Ash is finally going to get down to business. He will begin his ascension towards Leon by participating in the Pokemon World Championship tournament, which means we finally get some more official battles. It will be a 2-on-2 battle. Ash's opponent will be using an Electrode and a Raichu. Ash, on the other hand, will be using Pikachu and Gengar. Oh yeah! The matches will be Gengar versus Electrode, which should be fun, and Raichu versus Pikachu, which should bring some Lieutenant Surge flashbacks. I just hope the battles are isolated, meaning that once the battle ends, it's time for the next matchup, mainly because I don't want to see Gengar losing. Still, it should be a good episode and I am looking forward to it. Leave your own thoughts down in the comments below. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did and would like to see more like it, then please consider subscribing to my channel. I love Pokemon and I love making videos on both the anime and the games. Also, please consider clicking the links on screen so that you can check out more videos like this right away. Thank you very much for watching, and let's meet again in the next video.